Well, it looks like we're having a modern day Moby Dick incident. Only this time the whales are black and white, and apparently they attack in groups. So recently there's been a whole bunch of news reports about, killer whales or orcas. Free Willy, you know that guy? Apparently that guy's a little bit angry that his brothers are still in captivity, and they're going after a bunch of yachts and shit. So in my opinion, if you see an orca, you're probably okay. Just gonna be real with you. But it is still a little weird and a little concerning to hear that this group is outright attacking boats now. Like, once again, I don't think we need the orca mafia roaming around the goddamn oceans taking people out. Now, this is mostly happening in Europe, and from what I understand, it's like a group, like a very specific subset of orcas. So people who aren't aware, orcas or killer whales, they're a type of toothed whale, like a dolphin. Like, orcas are basically just a really, really big fuck-off dolphin. Like, they're just big dolphins. And they're as smart as such. And so right now, out in the good old Europe, a bunch of whales are deciding, man, fuck yachts in particular, and are spending a whole bunch of time, sinking them. In fact, apparently, so far, they have sunk 3. As of right now, experts in the region believe that, like, other orcas are fucking watching these ones learn to attack boats and mimicking them. So we're literally creating, like, an orca hit squad. They fucking hate boats. There are a shit ton of news articles about this, including one which outright talks about, like, one of the big ones beating the shit out of a boat, and the 2 little ones watched it do it and were like, yeah, you know what, monkey see, monkey do, and immediately started beating the shit out of the boat as well, which is fucking wild. Orcas and, like, animals and whales and shit are so fucking smart. It's, like, genuinely crazy, but it's also a little scary in situations like that. And in fact, right now it seems like the whales are mostly attacking the rudder. Now, all that sounds scary. Killer whales actually attacking boats now. Kind of spooky, gonna be honest with you. If I was, in the middle of an ocean and an orca tore off my boat's rudder, my pants would be brown. But there is a silver lining to all of this, and this isn't like, one, we're interacting with orcas more often, just in general, because there's more tourism around whale watching. Obviously, that's been getting really, really popular, especially in recent years. Now that the whole COVID thing is over, people are actually spending more time out and about doing things. And most encounters with orcas are pretty wholesome. They're really amazing animals to watch swim and shit, and I love whales. Like, whales are my favorite animals. So, I like orcas. Me like orcas. And the spike of aggression this is like a recent thing. Like within like the last, 3 or 4 months.
Well, ripping off 2 rudders and then seen swimming with it in their mouth.
We didn't even see them coming. The whole thing lasts maybe 10-15 minutes.
There's a couple of things that could be causing it. One is like one orca suffered a traumatic experience, maybe like a rudder strike propeller strike, which is when a propeller hits an animal, and maybe that pissed off the whale to the point where it's like, nah, fuck these boats, and it's just completely annihilating them. But the other more likely option is that they literally just think it's fun. Now, thankfully, there haven't been any casualties yet. The Orca Mafia hasn't rolled up to the SeaWorld exec's house to decide to hang him from a tree or anything. Nobody's died. And the whales aren't, like, eating people. They're just attacking the boats. And again, it's a very specific subset of animals. And like I said earlier, it's very likely to think it's fun. Again, whales and dolphins do a lot of kind of weird, fucked up shit they think is fun. A reminder that dolphins use eel heads to masturbate, and there's not really malice in it. They just want to jerk off. But I can't imagine it's easy to get your rocks off like 300 feet below water, okay? Well, what are they gonna do to you? They don't have any teeth, they can't swallow you because their throat is technically really, really tiny. It's like, yeah, I get that, but like, have you seen old whaling stories? Listen, an animal that big, it doesn't have to have teeth or claws to hurt you, okay? Being respect them. They're big, powerful creatures, and they can and will fuck your shit up. There's stories of small whaling boats getting flipped over. Obviously, you have the really classic ones. I think what's the name of that one boat? The Estic or something? Where, like, a bunch of the people... I gotta Google this now. The Essex. That's it. I was very close. The Essex. So the sinking of the Essex is a great example. That's an old whaling story of a very, very big whale. I believe a sperm whale. That literally sunk a ship. And it didn't do that by biting. It did that by ramming into it. Like, that is literally something that has happened in the past. So this isn't a completely new thing. Like, whales have done this in the past. And they have been aggressive towards human vessels before. So I do think that a large degree of it is just a matter of respecting the animals and trying to give them space. If they start, behaving erratically. Because I'll tell you one thing. Whales and dolphins are pretty damn smart. And if certain subgroups start associating human boats and humans as a threat, they won't hesitate to defend themselves. Now, thankfully, like I said earlier in this video, this is, a very small subset of orcas doing this. Generally speaking, most whales and dolphins interact with people in a very, very curious manner. And if you see a whale or dolphin, you're going to be completely okay. And oftentimes, in fact, there's been stories of them being benevolent towards people. But it is also worth noting that these are animals, and they're powerful animals at that. And if you're in the ocean, in the water, you're out of your element. So just treat them with the respect they deserve. Otherwise, the orca mafia might decide to roll up to your yacht next and sink you to the bottom of the ocean. In all seriousness, it's a really interesting situation. I'm going to be watching it kind of develop slowly. We have captive orcas that have killed people and attacked people. We haven't really had any documentation of orcas or killer whales, like, attacking people in the wild like this. And again, I say attacking people, they're not attacking the people, they're attacking their boats. Nobody's been killed yet. Now, obviously, a shipwreck can lead to a death, so hopefully this stops. And hopefully whatever, subset of orcas is doing this will stop. But there is a chance now that they won't now that they've started, so it's just something to be aware of if you're in that area. Luckily, like I said, for 99% of us in the rest of the world, seeing an orca is just going to be a really, really cool experience, and it's probably going to mind its own business. Anyways, if you enjoyed this little random video, like, sub, bell, join our Discord. Seriously, join our Discord. We have a huge active community there, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.
Round and round it spins, working with the darkest shadows, blinded by the light. Most are never welcome.